I really am not sure. I really don't know what to expect when it comes to this map and these two guys. Usually with these two guys, I'm going to give Pavel the edge, but it's so slight and it's very hard to call because they both have such different styles of play too. So it's a very hard one to call, but I feel like I'm liking p0ni right now more than Pavel generally, so I'm going to go with that, but we'll see what happens here on Sinister. It's great that we finally get to see a lot of high-level play on it.
Yeah, so to me, it's like if p0ni, oh well, it seems like we are gonna actually see it as the game is gonna ready up. So this is the first game of the second semi-final, and right from the start we are on p0ni, and what a weird combination of spawns. It's like they spawned right in front of rockets, both of them. I have never seen this spawn before. And Pavel surviving now with 9 points of health. As p0ni is just raining rockets, trying to do something crazy. It happened.
Yep.
Well, very unconventional start, I would say. It's just a question of what's gonna, who's gonna get a bit of control, because Pavel now has only one frag, and he doesn't really have the stack. He knows Mega is gonna be soon, and he's actually sticking around, and look at that, so aggressive with only 50 points of health. This is really crazy. I mean, you have to give it to Pavel. And suddenly, I mean, he transformed what was like a lucky beginning situation into something much more solid. I mean, it's already 4 frags, and it's only now hitting the first minute through this map.
Incredible damage there. You can see Pavel just gluing that lightning gun onto p0ni.
So this is what I wanted to say before. It's like we saw p0ni earlier on being super aggressive, but Pavel is probably one of the guys where if you try to be too aggressive against him, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
He's gonna expect you to do the moves, and he's gonna hit his LG and rail to just stop you. So I don't know. I mean, p0ni now has probably to slow things down and try to find his way through the map. Is probably try to get the weapons, get the stack, and find a good angle into dealing damage to. Like I don't agree with him like storming in here. There is really no point. He's not gonna win the LG battle against Pavel, and especially Pavel was closer to the item. So instead, I think he should try to play with the rail, do a bit what he did at a certain point earlier on, as we saw, where he was dealing good damage from the distance as the opponent was taking the major item. I think this is really what he has to try and do.
So Pavel here, he's trying to kind of bait this red armor. He doesn't necessarily need to take each looking to turn his stack advantage into a lead, as opposed to just getting more items, because you can get every item, but that doesn't necessarily have an impact on your lead. You've got to go and hunt those kills, and this is such a great fight for p0ni. He engineered this one. It was on his terms, and Pavel walked straight into it, and that's going to be a fantastic situation, a fantastic exchange of damage for p0ni, as he now actually has a better stack than his opponent Pavel, and he should realize that too. But the problem is they're both so fragile, like one bad rocket could mean death. So things are going to slow down a little bit here as both players are waiting that mega health. And you can see Pavel spamming those corners. He desperately wants this for free, but p0ni's not going to let that happen. He's going to get the kill with the lightning gun just before the pickup. Immaculate timing there from p0ni as he now makes his way back over to the red. As we can see, he's looking in strong form here, and he needed this to happen much sooner than later, because already going down so much in so short amount of time, that's quite a bad situation. But catching Pavel once again, going onto that weapon, but p0ni isn't left with so much health remaining at the moment. 86 on him as he goes for this next red, but look at the rails coming through long distance through those bars, and somehow p0ni manages to evade those and stays alive. I don't think that he realized he could get rail from that angle. I feel like he's quite lucky to have survived that situation, and there he spots his opponent picking up that yellow, and things are looking much better for Pavel now, but still p0ni with the lead and with the position to abuse. Got the red coming up, and Pavel is just resigned to hitting the long range damage, and that's exactly what he does. But he puts himself out there to be railed back, and that's exactly what happens. p0ni gonna even grab the frag after 2 rails in succession, and now p0ni is starting to make his way back in, and that move onto that Mega from Pavel was absolute genius. Even though he died, he's put himself in with a chance to finally actually kill p0ni and take control back properly.
Yeah, that was a very interesting move, but the main point to me was what I highlighted at the beginning was this fight that p0ni constructed, where he was just baiting his opponent to drop down and he destroyed him with the LG, and this basically gave him an opening to the game. I mean, it's only 3 frags now. It's gonna hit the 6-minute mark now. p0ni has a strong advantage. Good damage from Pavel, and he's almost taking the armor, but actually you don't want to really take a fight against an LG in such an open space. So Pavel hitting the rail, this is very good. It's gonna gain him a few seconds. Could be dangerous though, because he's like running around the map very quickly. p0ni has all the weapons, so he could really line up a couple of rails here and there. Nonetheless, he's going for this. Pavel ready, and he's actually funny. p0ni ends up in the teleport while Pavel doesn't, which is probably just saved his life. Nice raid from p0ni there. As long as it continues like that, it's all a matter of how quickly p0ni can trap Pavel, because just one rail every 20 seconds or something is not enough. Eventually p0ni needs to trap his opponent. It's good that he's hitting the raids, since he's taking the stack. Eventually, the stack of Pavel is just going down and down, but it's a matter of how quickly this can happen. And Pavel is running pretty quickly, and somehow p0ni is not able yet to catch him in a position where he can get the frag, and time is ticking.
Time is most certainly ticking, and now p0ni goes straight in there with the lightning gun. Doesn't manage to find anything just yet though, but there it is around the corner. Does catch Pavel, and he's got 2 frags that he needs to gain still, and there could be the next one. Pavel does get insta-kicked by the rockets there of p0ni, and now all of a sudden this red armor pickup could be all he needs to get one more frag as he moves on to Mega, because Pavel might feel like with a yellow, which he's about to pick up, he can actually defend it. He's actually going to go for it too, so he is going to be trying to take it, but p0ni has got better positioning, takes that Mega from under Pavel's nose, and that is the tie game.
Yeah,
I wonder if Pavel should have gone for such an aggressive play there.
I don't know. I would have tried to position above and just rain some rockets down. That probably was a safer bet. And also from above, it's easier to just drop down onto the Mega. Instead, he was like caught at this opening, and then it was this fight behind the pillar that didn't really work out for him.
I guess it was hard. I don't know if he had time as well, because he just picked up the yellow. I think the choice would be attacking from high or taking the yellow and attacking low. Yeah. With the yellow, his deficit was only 50 armor, so maybe if he hit a good rocket, I guess the risk is high, but I don't know. It is a close game. It is a tough. I feel like it's one of those moments, isn't it, that could have really been quite crucial, that you can look back to later on and feel like that could have turned the game around. But yeah, 2 minutes left now. p0ni is 1 in the lead.
Yeah, and his stack is convincing, especially if he manages to take the next Mega without taking too much damage. And also what we have to consider is how much stack is going to have, Pavel is going to have whenever the challenge for the next Mega. Actually, it could be too slow. Pavel manages to get it, but the rockets are not connecting too much. p0ni is down and hits this fantastic rail. Do you think it's a GG rail?
Not yet. I don't think so yet. I think Pavel can still have some aggressive options. p0ni isn't too incredibly stacked, but the problem is weapons really for Pavel. So if p0ni makes a mistake in how he allows Pavel to engage him in that place of what Pavel has to work with, then I think that there can be problems for p0ni. But equally, Pavel has a very hard time here, and that's a great rail there, kind of whittling away p0ni's stack. And Pavel has to go in for the kill at some point. He's got 1 minute left to make 2 frags. It's got to happen soon. And p0ni is pretty low, but this is a great defense from p0ni so far. Kind of working up to that red armor. He does take it, but Pavel gets the kill. This could be pretty huge right now, as Pavel is going to find p0ni again. Up the jump pad. Oh, he misses the rail. That was incredibly important. And Pavel, he could not clutch it out, and that is just so depressing. Oh,
I was just expecting to see him rushing the teleport and just try to kill him through there.
But he's calm. He's like, it's like he has 10 minutes more. That's
Yeah.
how he's playing almost. He's so calm, and he
Very
hits
nice.
around now, but 30 seconds is ticking. The clock is ticking away. and he
Oh, this is
catches
such a
it.
mistake from p0ni. He should have known.
He looked
should,
completely surprised there.
right.
As
I mean,
if he
that's,
didn't even know there was a teleport. They could go there. Almost.
I mean, what's nice from the teleport below there is that you can hear the opponent walking in, and so you just know exactly when is the time to teleport up. And I was just expecting p0ni should know this. So now I think, well, it's gonna go to overtime, but it's an overtime that Pavel can control very well. I mean, he just picked up the Mega. This is gonna be a frag for sure. And red is in only 3 seconds. So, yeah, p0ni has to invent something now. Either grab all the weapons and stay unseen and try something at the end of the overtime, or like being aggressive and do a lot of damage. I mean, this was good damage. If you can now drop to Mega and steal it, it's good. Pavel is still gonna try going from the teleporter. p0ni was ready though, and he did tons of damage. This could actually turn the game right now. p0ni doesn't have an LG, and this is gonna...
Oh my god, he doesn't need it. Hits the rail. And with 82
Oh
points
my
of health left, that ties up the game once more. So this could go on for a while, actually. I mean, they're really close right now, but p0ni is quite an aggressive player. He's going to find Pavel, so he has a rough idea of where Pavel should be. He can extrapolate that based on his last position. And now p0ni going to pick up another red most likely. But there's a split, and if Pavel realizes the perfect split here, look at that. And of course he can take the rails, take the damage, go straight back in. But he gets the frag. And Pavel's actually in a weird spot now because he can take both items. And there it is, takes both items. And that was a perfect play from Pavel. That's why that teleport is so strong. It's almost, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Toxicity, the kind of spot with Mega, the tele exit, where it's like, you can just have the best of both worlds, just have good positioning, and you can be safe whenever you want. You just have to go around that corner, and here you just have to go through that teleport and you get free damage. And if you get lucky, you can get the red if you get the kill, and that's exactly what happened. But Pavel did sustain some damage through the course of his aggression, but with 20 seconds left, p0ni's hopes are beyond grim.
Okay, so Pavel trying to stay alive, basically. He just needs to contain his opponent. And it looks like it's gonna work, but barely.
There it is, a rocket jump to safety. And that's going to be p0ni's map, won by Pavel, and now he moved to Blood Run, which is Pavel's choice. However, this always feels the same when I see p0ni games, because, again, it seems like the unlikely Blood Run, I don't know, overlord. But he is. He's amazing there. It's probably his best map.
But now it's against Pavel.
Yeah, so Pavel's probably one of the best Blood Runs.
Yeah, and especially I think the defensive game of Pavel is just incredible. Yeah, and in a map like this, I mean, it could really be a blowout, I think. If p0ni,
so?
yeah, I think Pavel could destroy p0ni.
You think, oh, okay, I'm going to go the other way around then. All right, okay, here we go, because I believe in p0ni and his ability here on Blood Run, but we'll see how things go. We're on p0ni to begin with, under some pressure here from Pavel to begin with, but not, nothing too significant. Just lost 30 points of armor there of that red, and the Mega just picked up 14 seconds in, so that's a very delayed Mega there. Yeah. Very, very delayed. That's going to throw p0ni off. In fact, he should basically not think about it and just kind of give it away and just give it away. Yeah,
definitely. Okay, so Pavel taking the red, and now 15 seconds before the next Mega. I mean, p0ni doesn't have a rocket, which is a weapon he needs. If he's gonna go in this region, and actually he's taking a lot of damage. Pavel is storming around. The LG is good and proves to be better, and actually the Mega pickup is really what saved p0ni. So it's one frag. It's the beginning. A very good damage, and actually, wow, nice rocket. I mean, the aggressive move from Pavel was good, but it's just p0ni hit the perfect rockets when the opponent was dropping. Yeah, so if I were Pavel now, I would try to just slow down the game a bit and look for like an engagement that it's good for him. it would be really a pity to throw out too many frags at the beginning just for the sake of being aggressive.
And Pavel, he's got 100 armor, and he's in a decent spot to, I mean, he just needs that one more yellow. Just don't receive damage until you get the extra yellow, and he does receive damage. That's quite painful. He needed that 150, but at least he has a vague idea on when the items are going to be spawning.
Yeah.
So that's something that Pavel has to work with. But p0ni is really running around like a tank at the moment. He's very, very, very on top of the items, very well stacked. So one wrong move from Pavel is just going to cost him minutes of time, because Pavel isn't really a player who tends to just, like, he doesn't ever, I don't remember him ever just going aggressive. Like, he tends to be the player who plays it slow, keeps the score down, and if he gets too far behind, he's kind of done for us a lot of the time. It's rare that you see crazy comebacks from him, because he doesn't, that's not really how he tends to play.
Yeah, I mean, he usually tries to get like an advantage at the beginning and just keep it for the rest of the map, playing very strong defensive games. But yeah, as you said, it's not his aggressive game that is really what he's known for. On the other hand, I mean, he managed to steal a red almost uncontested, and now I don't agree with staying for this mega, but he managed to steal it, and now p0ni only has 25 points of health. This could really go in Pavel's direction. I'm gonna quickly to switch pav, and nice rail from Pavel.
Free health, no problem at all. Hits the rail, and that changes the game entirely. And now Pavel is going to be able to start challenging for that mega. Does he have a time on it? Do you know?
Yeah, I think they have. They both have. So now the question is, can Pavel survive here? Because I don't know if p0ni realizes how little health Pavel had. It basically was stuck after the previous fight. Nice move from p0ni to steal the red, but he took a lot of damage, so it's kind of even out things now. I'm gonna switch to p0ni now to see just this stacking with the yellow, and whoa, this is so good for p0ni. It was really so good.
But Pavel had 3 health last time, so Pavel's still a superior player. But there it is, p0ni's going to find. Oh my god, that was close. Another kill, but he's in such a bad spot. I mean, Pavel can just rush him. Oh, Pavel did the perfect play, and p0ni somehow survived there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's really crazy.
But still, I mean, it means a mega pickup for Pavel. The question is, can he grab the weapon quickly enough so that he can fight for the next red on even ground?
That's the question. He's waiting patiently right now, and p0ni has to be really careful, because he can't really afford to let his stack go. And that's perfect, good damage there. And now he's got position to deal damage to Pavel as he has to go for the red. And there it is. He's stuck
and also
on
the position for mega is just like very good.
One rocket there, and oh my god, Pavel gets down right in time, steals the mega from under his nose, and that's going to be now p0ni in another terrible position. So that he was counting on that mega so much. Had he been able to take that, he would have been able to be aggressive again. But now he's just got to be chill, and he's got to wait and be defensive. But he does have 3 in the lead, so this is a position he can be kind of comfortable with in a sense, because he doesn't feel the pressure of fragging that Pavel does. So p0ni at the moment able to take another yellow and wants this mega, but surely Pavel will be there soon. He knows the time. There he is, appearing around the corner. But p0ni's going to bully his way onto it. But Pavel's still unrelenting with the lightning gun. 15 points of health remaining, and that's going to be the frag for Pavel. And once again, on basically nothing remaining. Oh my god, I couldn't even see Pavel on the screen. That was just incredibly tight, that angle. And p0ni's going to be able to switch things around, and it's looking like p0ni is in a great spot once again, denying Pavel. And now it's 3 for p0ni, and he is, it's 4 minutes left in the game, and things are looking harder and harder and harder for Pavel. What does he do?
Yeah, I mean, now it's difficult. Although after these megas, like the control is quite strong, he can probably just rush for this red, and now it's a full stack. Pavel has to do something quickly, meaning probably try to get 1 good stack. I don't think this is really beneficial, but look at the damage it did. I mean, the grenades were just crazy. Yeah, so immediately p0ni went from full stack to just dying in like 30 seconds. Can he survive here, Pavel?
Pavel gets a drop on, but he has to connect the shots, and
Yes.
coming out.
Oh man, I
momentarily,
wasn't
but
expecting a change so quickly.
I-
This is
today-
the best outcome that, you know, Pavel could have dreamed of.
Today has just been full of surprises when it comes to this, and Pavel going to quickly take that railgun before going up to that red armor and trying to predict p0ni's position. And p0ni is living life on the edge at the moment with just one in the lead. That is a very fragile place to be, very volatile, considering that Pavel kind of has the run of the items, but if p0ni realizes that both Red and Mega are at the same time, he might be able to do something about that and kind of make Pavel's position a little bit less secure and less comfortable. Because if Pavel gets both, he can just run wherever he wants. Oh my god, Pavel hits the rail as p0ni rocket jumps up, and now he's stuck on the red platform with nowhere to go. And there is Pavel with everything, hits another rail. Perfect plays from Pavel, and now he's setting himself up with the frag. Those two rails are going to contribute massively in the next minute, and p0ni suddenly doesn't feel comfort moving anywhere on the map. Everywhere he goes, he's got to be worried. Is Pavel around the corner waiting for me? And now
And this is the situation Stormy was referring to last week, when the two major items are up, the player out of control should just be waiting for the one in control to make a decision. Instead, he was like Pavel just playing it calm, taking Mega, and then do damage at red. Yeah, so this is really looking like Pavel now just needs to find his opponent, and it looks like he found him here. Good bit of damage there, but yeah, not enough to really dent the stack of Pavel.
And Pavel actually, he's not being too elaborate with his prediction on the double backing of p0ni, because sometimes you can read the triple back or the, because that, you know, that's with this blood run, with this map. I mean, that happens. People play this so much that sometimes you go for that. But Pavel's just keeping it very simple and very obvious so far, and that could be the thing that actually, that could be the kind of play. This most simple of reads, the most simple of predictions could be what wins Pavel the game if he can catch p0ni. And there you go, p0ni just waiting. Oh, and there you go, Pavel going to make his way around. And a lot of damage, p0ni in so much trouble. Who did we see in this spot before hit everything? Was it Demon? I think it was Demon.
It's just incredible to me that p0ni survived, and it's just that reaction.
no.
And he's gonna even
No way.
steal the Mega. Oh my god.
But Pavel's going to catch him. It's one of those situations where you root someone out by basically going, oh, you know, you can take this item, leading them into a false sense of security, making them think that, you know, the heavens are shining upon them, when really...
No,
really
it's true, but you know, it's like a p0ni with a Mega and an LG. It's still a scary thing. Like a split second earlier there, he could have caught Pavel dropping and deal a lot of damage. But yeah, this was very good. So now Pavel can even push now for the final kill. I don't think he necessarily wants to go to overtime. And he has perfect control of the items. He can even try maybe to push a bit more here and then fall back for Mega. He's deciding to play still slow. It appears that like going to overtime with a full control of the map, it's still something that he wants to do. But this is the perfect engagement, and look at that, 10 seconds before the end of the match. This was the winning move.
So Pavel's going to, as you say, right at the ending moments, secure his spot in the grand finals for this Sunday Cup against Cypher, the first cup of the fall season. And all these players, I think, are really gearing themselves up for DreamHack Winter that approaches. It is coming soon. I mean, November, end of November, I believe, 28th, I think, of November,
yes.
Something like that, is going to be DreamHack Winter. We can see all these players starting to get ready for that. And Pavel, you know, he's one of the guys, we're looking for that huge performance. He's someone who could definitely make the finals of any tournament, should he just get past those mental blocks. But it's going to be Cypher and Pavel for today's grand final for this cup. So we'll go to a quick break, guys. When we come back, we'll have that lined up for you. So don't go anywhere. Remember to hit the follow button if you're enjoying the content from FACEIT TV, and also support us by playing on the platform and getting more involved. And if you've never seen this game before, it is free to play. Just go to quakelive.com and play away. So we'll see you after this.